Well, a blessed Easter to everyone. And this is indeed a blessed Easter. It's a time when we experience something, the high point actually, of our spiritual possibility, of our journey. And it's just a thrill to give an Easter message. So the title for our message is simply today, How to Fly. Flying is a way of saying rise up, ascend, transcend earthbound living. You know, our trademark and theme here at Unity of Muskegon is around the idea of ascension represented by flight. And we give a feather at our recommitment of membership ceremony. And today we're featuring birds in our sanctuary. I've got a little tree bough with two bird ornaments that look real. They look like finches on it to represent our theme today of flying free. We also are giving out, I just want to share with you, we're giving out Easter eggs that have a little surprise in them. And it's always fun to have an Easter egg hunt on Easter morning for the little kids. And I'm reminded of the time, I have to share this with you. I was the director of youth education at the Unity Church in Leavenworth, Kansas, would you believe? And they had children coming to church. There were two cousins. They were about 11-year-old boys, and they were kind of rowdy boys. And traditionally, when we had the Easter egg hunt, they would tear in. We had a room that we set it up in, and they would tear in through the room, and they'd find all the goodies, and the little kids would be left with the bare bones of whatever they didn't pick up. So we had about 7 or 8 little kids. So I wanted to even the playing field. So I thought long and hard about how can we make this Easter egg hunt, and they were just treats too hidden. How can we make it more fair? How can we slow these kids down without taking away their freedom? And so I came up with the idea of coupons. Each child got a coupon for one prize that they could find in the Easter egg hunt room. And so all the children of all the ages got one coupon. And it really worked because it made the older boys, it slowed them down, and they scoped out the room, and they sized up all the different things that they saw without giving away where they were. And they selected their favorite pick from all the treats that they saw. And then the little kids had plenty of time to search too and discover and hunt for their surprises. So I always get a big kick out of remembering coupons for the Easter egg hunt. But today we're talking about this phenomenon of ascension in the most simplified way, just flying. Have you ever had a dream where you were flying? I think it's a universal phenomenon of a dream. I think almost everyone has had that dream at one time or another. It's a universal dream, I think. Anyone have a dream where they're wearing the flying nun hat while they're flying? But we've had characters in our, literature stories that fly. Peter Pan, Superman, the flying carpet of Aladdin, and the little lame prince, and even the flying nun. This phenomenon of experiencing flying in dream is said to represent the soul's desire to be free of earthbound burdens. I would say I know for myself that when I've had those dreams, it was at periods in my life when I had the most responsibility and the most complicated set of what I would not want to call burdens, but the most complicated set of responsibilities to manage. So, what is it that keeps us earthbound? Because how to fly is how to cut the ties that attach us to earth or to material consciousness. What are the ties that we must cut in order to fly, in order to ascend? Jesus said to Mary when she saw him outside the tomb, he said, "Don't touch me because I have not yet ascended to my Father." And I think this gives us a clue of how he was in a process, an alchemical process of ascending, and it wasn't quite complete yet. He was still in the process of alchemical transformation. Very interesting. Well, what would you say? What keeps you from soaring? The thing to remember is that it is not outer conditions, but how we see them and how we feel about them that ties us to consciousness of materiality or separation.
Because it's not showing up online.
Really?
That's why I interrupted.
Oh my goodness. Well, come here. It says live 650, 652. My assistant says this is not going over.
It's not showing up on the computer out there. Only have one viewer, that's most likely you.
Should we just end it and do some other way?
Yeah, start over.
Okay.